gonna need salt and pepper. We're gonna need some plum tomatoes. I'm gonna use a purple onion, part of the white onion to give it a nice coloring. We're gonna need some two chile serranos, 4 cloves of garlic, and 1 lime, because just to give it a little taste, and of course our cilantro. So let's get started in our pico de gallo at cooking totally with Sammy. Totally with Sammy. So now I diced the plum tomatoes in little squares. Also did this onions the same way in tiny pieces, not too big. Also did the cilantro in tiny pieces. I did the garlic, and that's the chile serrano. It's super hot when you are doing it and taking the seeds off or whatever, or you open it. Try to wear a mask or glasses or something, because believe me, it will make you sneeze and cough. And also the lime. And we got the bowl to mix it all together. So let's mix all this together to make our pico de gallo and cooking totally with Sammy. Start to mix all this stuff together. Let's start with our tomatoes. Let's see if I got room, or if I don't. Let's start with our purple onions and the white ones. We're gonna need our cilantro. Oops, I dropped some of the tomato. And we're gonna add our lime as well. Give me a minute, forgot my spoon. We're gonna add this is the chile serrano. It is spicy, so if I need more, I'll add more. If I don't need no more, I will not add it. Okay? And we're gonna add our lime. Lime juice, I don't like to put too much. There we go. And we're gonna add our salt. And we're gonna add our pepper. And we're going to mix all together. It's looking amazing, this pico de gallo. See, I don't like to make it too watery. That's why I put a little bit of lime. I don't put too much because it'll be too watery. Look at this pico de gallo, guys. This pico de gallo looks amazing. Huh? Pico de gallo looks amazing, guys. So if you want to make a pico de gallo, that's all you gotta do. It's real simple. It's not hard. Look at how wonderful it looks. Look at that. Look at that pico de gallo at cooking totally with Sammy. And I will show you the following salsa that I'm making. Remember, it's 3 salsa. I'm not salsa. Pico de gallo, green salsa for the tacos, and also guacamole at cooking totally with Sammy. So stay tuned for the following recipe. Guacamole, of course, we're gonna need salt, pepper. We're gonna need our 3 cloves of garlic. We're gonna need some plums, tomatoes. We're gonna need lime, chile serrano, or you could use jalapeno as well. Of course, we're gonna need our avocados. We're gonna need half of a purple onion, and half of the white onion, or you could put less on it if you don't like too much onions. And of course, we're gonna have our cilantro. So let's get started in making our guacamole and cooking totally with salt, pepper. We're gonna need minced garlic, and this is the jalapeno. It's not jalapeno, it's chile serrano. It's almost like jalapeno, but better, a little more spicier. I made the avocados. I made them into little tiny cubes. So I made half of it was two avocados. So I made two, cubes. And I also made the smash one. While I was doing the process of doing this arrangement, I also put lime juice on it so it won't go black on me because avocado once it gets oxygen it starts to turn black. So the lime is the method for it to keep it nice and fresh and green. We're also gonna need our chopped plum tomatoes, the onions, white onions, the purple onions, and of course our cilantro. And so let's start mixing all this up for our guacamole and cooking totally with Sammy. Guacamole, we're going to add our chopped avocado in little dices. I like my guacamole chunky, so it's optional. You don't have to do it if you don't want to. My chile serrano, I don't make it too hot. The two cloves of garlic, or you could add more garlic if you want. You're gonna add your tomatoes. You're gonna add your cilantro. And you're gonna add your both onions, the purple one and the white one. The purple one is because it gives it such a nice coloring on it. I say coloring. It makes it beautiful. It makes it look nice. The little purple onions. So, of course, you could add more lime juice if you want. I add lime juice already, but I'm gonna add more. Okay. Is to keep the guacamole nice and green and it doesn't turn black on you. We're gonna put a little salt. Little salt. If you need to put more. I always make a mess with the salt. And we're gonna need a little bit of pepper. It's optional if you like pepper or you don't like pepper, it's up to you. And what we're gonna do, we're going to mix it. I know this guacamole is gonna look amazing, guys. Just by looking at it. Mix it all together. This is what you call a real guacamole. Now, once you mix it, you could check it if you need more salt, and you add more salt on this guacamole. Oh my God, it's so chunky and so delicious. It really looks nice. This guacamole looks amazing. Oops, I'm spilling everything. Everything. Guacamole looks amazing. Look at the nice chunks. Look at that, guys. I spilled a little bit. I'm gonna try this part. Mm. Mm. It's actually perfect. So this is my guacamole. Super delicious and easy to do. Delicious and easy to do. Now I will show you the salsa verde, how I make my salsa verde and cooking totally with Sammy. For our salsa verde, we're gonna need salt and pepper and 4 heads of garlic. We're gonna need our tomatillos, And we're gonna this is our husk. We gotta take the husk out, but I'm gonna show you how I take it out. Our onion. We're gonna need some onion. We're gonna put some chile serrano. That's why I put that there like that as chile serrano, so you can know what I'm talking about. And you're gonna need chile de árbol. You're gonna need that one, and you also gonna need oregano, Mexican oregano, one of the best ones. Your cilantro. So let's get started in making this green salsa at Cooking Totally with Sammy. Show you how I open them because I want to take this out because it's become very bitter on your salsa, this little white stuff there. So I want to take that out and I just cut it in half. Okay, I go like this with the knife. I go back again like that with the knife. And I cut it. We're going to take our chile serrano, we're going to put it in this boiling water just until it change color. The same thing with the chile, I call them chile de palo. It's called chile de árbol. Okay? The same thing is to hibernate it a little bit. I'm going to put 3 of them because I don't know how much I should add, but just in case. And I'm going to measure it in just a little bit inside. Now, the reason why I didn't cook our tomatillo is because we're gonna cook them. We're gonna do it in a pot, in this pot. I'm gonna put them in a pot with oil, and y'all gonna see it because why cook it twice if I'm gonna cook it again? So one time that you cook it, it's enough. You don't need to cook it twice. So I will show you the following process at Cooking Totally with Sammy. See, I cut these little stems out. They're nice and cut and clean and washed. I took the seeds out of the chile serrano because I don't like seeds on my salsa. The same thing I did it with I have one seed over here. But the same thing I did with the chile de árbol. I took the seeds out. See, the seed got some seeds there. I don't like seeds on my salsa. So we're going to start putting our cilantro, a bunch of cilantro. We're going to put our tomatillos. Okay. Put our garlic, our chile. Okay. Now I'm going to mix a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of water. I'm going to mix a little bit just to bring it down, so I could have more room. Okay, now I put it down. Now I got room to put more stuff in. We're going to get some onions. Put onions in it. We're going to put a little bit of oregano. A little bit of salt. And we're going to add a little bit of pepper. And we're going to add a little bit of more water. And we're going to mix. I have my little roast oven pot. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. Just a little bit. And you got a little bit more. Then we're going to add some onions on it. Just to give it a taste. Because this is where we're going to cook our salsa. And I also smashed 3 cloves of garlic. Make sure they don't get burned. You just want the schematic or the taste of it. I don't know how you say it. But I know that is how they do it. They want to, get the oil nice and tasty with the onions and the garlic. You don't want to burn it. Now, when you see they're getting caramelized, that's when you're going to try to remove them. And then you're going to put your salsa in. So I should return back and cook it with Sammy. Okay, now that I have everything out of the pot, now we add a salsa. And the salsa is going to change color into like an olive color. And you want to have it on medium high. This salsa looks amazing, guys. This green salsa looks amazing. Amazing. Cannot ask for more. And I will show you my final plate. Just keep cooking the salsa until it comes to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, then you just take it out and leave it somewhere where you can cool it down. And you go add it in the refrigerator. See how the water is? Perfect. I like mine with chunks. You know, like that. You know, so when I take my chip, I could scoop it up and eat a little piece of it. Yeah. The salsa came out a little bit hot because of the chile de árbol. It's spicy, but people use chile jalapeno, but I use chile serrano. It's more hotter. So I will show you my final taste. Oh, I'm also, hold on, before I leave, I also going to show you how I make my chips, my corn tortilla chips. It's nothing better than making your own homemade corn tortilla chips. They taste way better than the bag. So I will show you that following process at Cooking Totally with Sammy. That's how it's doing. It looks amazing, guys. At Cooking Totally with Sammy. That's how you make your green salsa. Totally love it. So I'm going to show you the following process. We're going to open the package and we're going to cut our tortilla to make our corn chips. And we're going to make it natural because I don't like those corn chips that comes in a bag because they're so hard and they cut your gums. I like the ones that I make at home. Nothing better than making your own chips homemade. They give it a better taste. So I take my tortillas and I go like that. I go like cut it like this in half with a knife. And I go on the other side. I turn it around that way and I cut it like a cross. You know? And I will take it to the stove. See? I got my little triangles. You know? Cut the same thing over here. Do the same thing. Okay? And turn it around. And do the same thing. And now we're going to go to the pan and fry them to make our corn tortillas at Cooking Totally with Sammy. So as you see, I'm already frying my tortillas. And look at how they come out. Just do it like this. You use a little bit of corn oil, whichever is your favorite oil. And you make your nachos, not your nacho chips, your corn tortilla chips. I don't know why I keep calling nacho chips. Well, they're the same thing, I guess. Like we can totally with Sammy. More, but look at these corn chips, how they came out. Look at how delicious they came out. Oh, let's try it. Mmm. 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 No, my three dishes of the three pico de gallo, green salsa, and guacamole. And cooking totally with Sammy. And how these chips came out. Look at how nice and crunchy they are. Okay. Test game. Hi, we have a new cameraman here. So here's my nacho chips that I made. Doesn't this look good? Look at this salsa. This is my green salsa and we're going to try it out. Look at that, guys. At Cooking Totally with Sammy. Let's try it out. Mmm. 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 It's not even too hot or nothing. Now the pico de gallo. We're going to do the pico de gallo as well. It's delicious. Mmm. Plenty. Pico de gallo. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. Mm. And now we're gonna try our guacamole. Guacamole is spectacular, guys. Oh, I tasted earlier. It was spectacular. Mm. Look at this. Mm. 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 Mhm. 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 Simple, delicious. You know, your green salsa, make it just the way I did it. It came out amazing. It has a better taste. Your pico de gallo, make sure you use the purple onion so it'll give it a nice color and a nice texture and it tastes amazing. And your guacamole. The same thing with the purple onion. So you'll get an amazing taste. And of course, make your own chips. Don't buy your chips from bags that they cut your teeth off and your gums off. They're real hard and old and stale. Make them fresh. Mm. So you can have nice and fresh they are. You know? So that's how it is. Okay. So follow my recipe. Thank you for following me. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I have new subscribers. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. So this is it, guys. My 3 recipes for you guys. So take care. Always say no to negative and yes to positive. Peace and love.